this time on Tornado Titans.
Well, I'm just sitting here with Sam. He's right over there. There's Sam. Sam, say hey. No, okay.
A supercell is bearing down on nowhere as it sits in stasis over the New Mexican landscape. Storms have formed a little earlier than the team expected, but they're still pretty weak. Nothing a little core punch won't solve. Now firmly on the south side of this supercell, the team notes a high storm base, but an impressively organized structure overall. Today, a subtle pocket of upper-level energy is enhancing wind speeds throughout the atmosphere, boosting wind shear just enough to catch attention. With the right ingredients coming together, the Storm Prediction Center in Norman has issued a marginal risk for severe weather. However, the combination of weaker overall winds and strong directional turning means any supercells that do form are likely to move at a snail's pace. The Storm Prediction Center releases a mesoscale discussion highlighting the potential for transient supercell structures to develop in this environment, a setup that promises intrigue, but not without challenges.
Well, we're sitting here on a supercell in New Mexico, near Willard, New Mexico. It's just barely moving. I think I'm going to try to get a couple more miles east and south here. About to look and see if that's necessary. It's hard to tell. I just didn't like being right under it.
A small clear slot has developed in the storm's base, but it is much too high to amount to much.
I think we got the same problem here, Sam. It's just going to be too close. I'd like to get a little bit further back, so let's go down the road a little bit. Oh, wow. That was right where I was sitting at earlier, though.
This storm is sucking in air from all directions at speeds of over 40 miles per hour. It's a powerful supercell, and finding great views is proving a challenge.
It's quite the supercell. Inflow is really nuts. Continually being that. I have a new lowered area out there actually, so we're gonna have to watch that. Just had a really good RFD push. Whew.
This storm is not moving, and it looks like the entire structure may be pretty photogenic. Rach makes the call to back up a couple more miles to get a broader view.
Flow levels are all outflow undercut. It's terrible for tornadoes, but the structure is trying to finally look interesting. So we're gonna try. I have no idea if you can hear this, but we're gonna try our best here. Right there. Yeah, we're gonna try it. Time lapsing.
After spending nearly 30 minutes in the same spot, Rach once again moves in closer as this supercell continues to spin over the same area. The rear flank downdraft descends once more, and this time the storm comes dangerously close to being a tornado-producing supercell. But ultimately, this storm seems to have too high of a base and it undercuts itself. This storm tries to make a run at producing a tornado once more, but ultimately the same result occurs, except maybe not. This cycle is producing something that is very suspicious to storm chasers. This feature is rotating, connected to the ground and associated with the mesocyclone. But is it a tornado? This might be one of the strangest cases Rach and the team have seen all season. Now in the clear slot with blue skies overhead, there is what appears to be snow on the distant mesa, but that isn't snow, it's hail. Of course, it should not come as a surprise. This supercell sat over this spot for well over an hour, dumping what was likely nearly a year's worth of rain in that time in one small area. Flash flooding and massive hail flows can be seen all around the team. With the road closed, the team has to move back to the east. This chase isn't done with them yet. The storm is now shrinking rapidly, but a wise storm chaser is careful with storms in this stage, as they can still pack quite a punch.